My name's David Bruce and I'm the Regional Solutions Manager. OMNILINK is an Australian-owned and operated company, and it's now under the direction and leadership of the Education Horizons Group. OMNILINK was acquired by Education Horizons Group back in 2019, and the data line of business within OMNILINK has provided a key value for Education Horizons Group as a stream of ongoing revenue, mainly due to the number of multi-year contracts we had with our customers, and also an ever-increasing, albeit initial, inclusion of location within the educational technology sector. We remain accredited under many Commonwealth and state government panels, and the majority of those also are for the purposes of allowing us to supply Geoscape data to those agencies. It's always been a key strategic direction for OMNILINK and remains so under Education Horizons Group, and has seen us in more recent times successful with two key Commonwealth agencies in Department of Agriculture, Water and Environment, and also Geoscience Australia, solely based on those panel accreditations. And finally, I think in the history of OMNILINK, in terms of the business, we're pretty proud of the fact that since 2003, we've held an ISO 9001 quality management system within the data management area. And that's something that we've worked on, developed, and remains within our business. OMNILINK as a business has been going for 30 years young, some may say, and we see that relationship with Geoscape as key to that ongoing success. We've been a reseller, a full access reseller of data since mid-2000s, and for a period of time we held a maintenance contract with PSMA, as they were then, for administrative boundaries. I'm lucky enough to know many of the team at Geoscape, and I do value those long-term relationships as much with those people that have been there and associated with OMNILINK and past PSMA and now Geoscape, but also the opportunity that has been presented in working with new team members in the last few years. Our use of Geoscape data is actually quite diverse and is really in recent times even more so showing more and more variety in our customers. We do everything with our customers from providing standard data sets, particularly for mature customers who know what they want to do with the data, right through to fully customized delivery that matches customers' detailed database schemas. So what we do is that's that value add service we provide to those customers whose business is focused on their outcomes. We are providing that data and consulting services support for that. And when we talk about consulting projects, we've actually had a great opportunity to work on a number of projects with customers, and through some specific licensing provisions that Geoscape has provided, we've been able to do a consulting project to prove the value of Geoscape data to a customer that has now led to multi-year agreements on a national basis. One other part of our relationship and use of PSMA and now Geoscape data is actually the address APIs. That's been a focus for us for more than 10 years. We started out with PSMA Cloud and were successful in pushing that solution into a number of state-based agencies in Victoria and in Queensland particularly, where they adopted that as their address verification and validation service of choice. We continue to work with that, and we've now taken on the new and more modern and more powerful address-based APIs. And I think as a key aspect of where OMNILINK is now part of Education Horizons Group, Education Horizons Group has taken the addresses API, brought that into a brand new platform that they're building for schools, where every address in all our customer bases will be validated by that address service. And that's some 500 schools and growing every week. So that's a great opportunity. There's probably a couple of key use cases where I feel we've done more than just provide data to customers. We've actually helped them solve business problems, and we've helped them expand their business and generate a new revenue stream. And the two that I'd highlight are one's in the insurance sector, where there's a customer of ours that specialises in the insurance of strata buildings on a national basis. And what the Geoscape building data allowed us to do was to provide them with data that helped validate their current policy profile and their risk by understanding what buildings they did have insured and what attributes related to them, but also to show them a total addressable market focused on strata So they were able to segment the market right down to the properties that they wanted to directly target as new customers. So it's a great example of how data has locationally enabled a business outcome, quite often without a map being seen, but it has all that information supporting that, in this case, insurance companies' growth. The second one is a planning business, traditional town planning consultancy in Melbourne. And what we've done is worked with them both in the provision of Geoscape Data, some consulting, the address-based service. And we've actually built a website, we've published PSMA data, and they're actively using the address verification service right now. And only yesterday, speaking to them, they're doing in excess of 10,000 address inquiries per month. May not sound a lot, however, to them, when they started at 10 or 20 and having grown to that level, it's a great way for them to generate a passive income stream. Overall, our partnership with PSMA historically and now with Geoscape is one that we value highly in our business. Overall, it's been a collaborative partnership, and I believe that the way in which OMNILINK has approached the partnership has been reflected by the support that we've received from Geoscape. And perhaps finally, the thing that I would add around what we're now seeing, particularly with the new products that are coming out, is that it's allowing us through the Geoscape buildings and some of the other products that are in the pipeline and the roadmap to actually diversify the nature and style and makeup and even sectors and industries of our customers. So this is in addition to the foundation data, which we still get inquiries on a regular basis. But our customer base has moved perhaps where it was traditionally in government and some not-for-profits, which we still have, but we've expanded into commercial, utilities, environmental, renewals, and we continue to work closely with a number of research and development projects and have always received strong support from Geoscape for that. And we're in those research and development projects initially to assist them in building new products, but also as a commercialisation partner. And that's a key area where Geoscape is supported with licensing provisions that allow us to be that commercialisation partner. So we see that as an ongoing benefit for OMNILINK and hope and believe that that would be supported by Geoscape as well. Thanks for the opportunity.